why Manchester United will win the league. So I know what you're thinking. Relax, okay? Relax. Maybe you mustn't be saying because you're jumping the gun. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm a United fan. Maybe I'm not. Now, I've got to be careful. No, I don't have to be careful, man. United's win the league, okay? And I mentioned it before in the Premier League preview, if you caught that, okay, on the 1-0 show. Like and subscribe. A good team can go after wins. And I know it's very early days. I know I may be jumping the gun, but a good team can go after wins. I think United have got, it almost feels like a Fergie team, okay? Because with Fergie, we had those players that you could bring off the bench. Okay, and you couldn't really tell, okay, now they're bench players. Jesse Lingard could be a huge asset. I don't know, people might be saying, oh, if he didn't have that game against West Ham, then you wouldn't be saying that because of what he did at Champions League. No, I messaged one of the boys that the other week, before the Newcastle game. He can really be an asset if his form is up there and if his, emotionally is all good, his confidence is high. Jesse Lingard could be a huge asset. When we saw that against West Ham. So we've got people, competition is a good thing. And that's what we didn't have for a while. Once Rashford's back, okay, listen to this. Greenwood, Martial, Lingard, Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Cavani, Ronaldo are all fighting for a spot in the front three. All those players. Now, yes, you go, okay, Ronaldo's the lock. Other than that, I don't think anyone is a lock. I know what you're saying, well, Sancho, he was your big signing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but he's young. We don't need to rush him. We need him, but he doesn't have to play every single game. Okay, he can play on the right and we can put Rashford on the left. Or Sancho can maybe start on the bench. We can start Rashford on the left, Greenwood on the right. There is so many different alternative ways we can have that front three to work. Cavani could shift to the left for if he comes on later in the game, trying to give in deliveries to Ronaldo. Ronaldo can even jump on the other side as well. Ronaldo's playing a very Ruud van Nistelrooy sort type player, poaching, goal poaching in the box. He's close to the keeper. Yes, it's been helped a couple of times before you trolls get out there because you little sooks, but a goal's a goal. So the amount of depth, but more importantly, the competition. I think the competition is huge. Now, the only thing is they're young players. Rashford's still 23 years old, 24, whatever it is. Sancho's still young. Greenwood's still young. Jesse Lingard's still young. Joking. Jesse Lingard's the oldest out of all of them. But like I said before, I've said 100 times in this video, he's a confidence player. So the only thing is, and I think Martial, I can't lie, I think he's done. I feel sorry for him. He's not going to play. The closest he's going to get to touching a ball is when he shakes the ball boy's hand and rubs the ball after that. That's about it. So the competition is a good thing. Okay, playing under Ronaldo is another thing. It's a completely different thing. People were skeptical how many goals he's going to score this year. He's already scored 4 and 3. Okay, so, again, you're going to say it, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. He scored 4 goals. Okay, brilliant. That's already what we want. He's poaching. I often think once people start saying, oh yeah, but blah, 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 would you rather Martial up there trying to poach those goals in or Cristiano Ronaldo? Yep, thank you. So would I. Cristiano Ronaldo. Exactly. I agree. Well done. So there's also that. There's a confidence factor that has to do with playing with Ronaldo. Okay, there's a confidence factor with knowing that, okay, I can give the ball to Ronaldo and there's a fair chance he's going to do something. Not every time, but there's a fair chance he's going to do something good with it. I give the ball to, with all due respect, to Martial. Yeah, there's a fair chance he can do something with it, but at the same time, I've got to be aware because there's a chance he might lose it. Now, there's that factor that comes into it. There's also the other factor of, we've got a target on our backs, boys. Okay? You're Cristiano Ronaldo team. You've spent a lot of money across not just this year, but across the years. A lot of you are big name players. Rafael Varane, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Paul Pogba. They're big name players. They're big brand players as well. Paul Pogba is huge. So you've got that sort of thing. You've got to get a lot more neutrals watching the games. You've got to get a lot more competition watching the United games. Okay, you've got people out there to lose. I think I heard the West Ham fans at one point booing Cristiano Ronaldo when he got the ball. Half of these people would have had a slit in their hair when a couple of years ago when Cristiano Ronaldo was banging goals for Real Madrid. So already it's a bit of the jealousy sort of thing because it's like, oh damn, I wish it was, I wish it would like box office like this. But at the same time, it's, hey, you have to be good. Look at you. No more excuses now. You've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coaching you. Okay, no, you know, can't blame him anymore. Look at your team. So there's all that sort of pressure that comes with it as well. I don't think it's going to be easy, okay, but it's definitely possible. Do I think we will win the league? I think we have a very good chance. I think us and Chelsea. I still say Chelsea's probably the team to beat, and probably the benchmark of the league. But I think Liverpool are very good when they're form. I think Man City are very good. But I think United just have that bit of sense. And there's a bit of not urgency to win a trophy, but a bit of like, hey, we can't be doing this for ages. We have to win a trophy, win a Premier League, win a Champions League to go, hey, like, we were crap for a while. Now we're here. So I think that's huge. The defense solidified. Like, yes, we're conceding goals here and there. David De Gea is back on form this season. Coming off the penalty save. I think Varane was an exceptional signing. Arguably like my favorite signing of the summer, which is weird to say, but I think what he brings to that defense. And people say, "Oh, yeah, but he hasn't been." Blah, blah. Okay, once again, Victor Lindelof or Rafael Varane in that centre back position. Yeah, no, I agree exactly. Yeah, Rafael Varane, thank you. So again, bang, Varane can come in. He can maybe, Lindelof can come in. All due respect to Lindelof, he's not terrible. Captain of Sweden, he's not terrible. He can come in, maybe get the job done. But you look at the game against Westwood, where we are against West Ham, where we are under pressure. A lot of the times that defense cracks. Okay, Luke Shaw, we know what he's like, top player. Wan-Bissaka has kind of been exposed a bit this year with his lack of ability to put a ball in. If you put Trent Alexander-Arnold in that right back position, I know you're choosing one of the best right backs in the world, but if you put Trent Alexander-Arnold in that Manchester United team, him whipping balls into Ronaldo will make a grown man cry. So you can see he's kind of getting, and now with Ronaldo in that team, you can see that the tactics sort of there, the ambition to sort of find him and put it on his head to try and finish it and play to his strength. You can tell it's there, which is where, so like I was saying, Wan-Bissaka's kind of been a bit exposed. He can't really put a ball in as good. So on that sort of basis, what's going to let us down? I think it's well known the midfield is weak. Fred and McTominay, I don't know. I think the ambition sometime in the sense of, against West Ham, we went with McFred, and it's the worst kept secret of, okay, when we're playing with McFred, we've maybe got to sit a little bit, wait for the plays to come to us, and suck, let's go. A good team says, nah, bring it on, baby. You know what I mean? A good team says, we can go and school this team. Against West Ham, we should be able to play them off the park. Or West Ham, I like them, good team, but we should be able to play them off the park. So it brings you that other sort of sense of, maybe we could be maybe we could beat ourselves, if you know what I mean. Maybe our confidence levels, maybe our authority levels to like sort of against the Man City say, no, bring it to us. We're going to bring it to you. You can bring it to us, and it's still going to be a fair playing ground. Okay, and I think the other one is I still don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows his best 11. And I mentioned before, competition is a good thing, but at the same time, if you don't have your starting 11, which you can just throw out, and you know that they're going to give you 100%, and you're confident in every single one of those 11 players, and that whole sort of format to work, could be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, because like there's so many alternatives we can do. And I know Chelsea maybe are the same. They can rotate players, but they've got a very distinctive system. I think it's completely different if you put Pogba in the midfield position next to Fred and Bruno in front, as opposed to putting Pogba on the left and McTominay and Fred in the midfield. Yes, it means we're going a little bit further back, but it means you sacrifice that left mid position, because Pogba's maybe not. I do like him there, but you want him on the ball as much as you can. But you also, like I mentioned before, you got Rashford, Greenwood, Sancho, Lingard. It's chewing up that left mid spot. There's obviously Donny van de Beek, who, I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, hopefully he's going to get his chance one day, do a bit of a Jesse Lingard and prove haters wrong, score a couple goals, make some influential passes, gets a couple of assists under his name as well. So, and then on back of that, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm Ole in. I like him, but at the same time, I think if we really wanted to go and challenge for every single title possible, I think Antonio Conte is the man. And speaking of someone that's a free target right now, I think Conte has got a better chance of doing that with Ole, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does. So, yeah, I think United's got to win the league. I want you to let me know down in the comments below. Do you think I'm just absolutely waffle? Have I jumped the gun is this bad? Or do you think, okay, maybe I've raised some good points. Maybe there could be some truth to it. Who, in your opinion, do you have winning the league? And once you do so, if you say Liverpool's winning the league, I want you to tell me down below who the biggest threat is. In your eyes, is Man City the biggest threat? Is Liverpool the biggest threat? I think all four of those teams, huge threats. But I personally think Chelsea, they're my ones to watch. They're definitely my ones to watch. So it's got to wrap it up for the Manchester United talk. For the Manchester United talk, it's got to wrap it up, and then we're going to get straight into Fruity's fantasy. So everybody's favorite fantasy. Maybe some of you think I'm living in fantasy land right now, but Fruity's fantasy is just around the corner.